Have you ever wanted to talk about your family in English? Maybe you want to say, "My cousin came to my house," or "My niece is very cute," or "I visited my relatives." But then you stop because you are not sure. What is cousin? What is nephew? What is niece? What are relatives?
Oh, yes. Family words are difficult. I know father, mother, brother, and sister, but after that, my brain says, good luck.
Yes, many English learners feel the same. Family words are common, but some of them are confusing. Today, we will learn useful family words in easy English. We will talk about relatives, cousin, nephew, and niece.
Good. I need this lesson because I want to talk about my family naturally.
Welcome to Candy English Podcast. I'm Candy.
And I'm Yang.
This podcast is for English learners around the world. We use simple English. We speak slowly and clearly, and we learn real English for daily life.
Today's topic is family.
Yes, family is a warm topic, but family words can be a little tricky.
Tricky means something is not very easy, not impossible, just a little difficult, right?
Exactly. Tricky means something is not very easy, not impossible, just a little difficult.
Okay, family words are tricky.
Let's start with an easy word, family.
Family.
Your family can mean the people close to you. For example, my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my children, my husband, or my wife.
So family is the big word.
Yes, family is the big, warm word. But in English, we also use another useful word, relatives.
Relatives.
Yes, relatives means people in your family, not only your mother and father, also your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your grandmother, your grandfather, and so on.
So relatives means family members?
Yes, that is a good way to understand it. Relatives are family members.
Can I say I have many relatives?
Yes, that is perfect. You can say, I have many relatives, or I visited my relatives last weekend.
I visited my relatives last weekend.
Very good. Here is another example. My relatives live in another city.
My relatives live in another city.
Yes, this sentence is very useful. Many people have relatives in another city or another country.
I see. Relatives is a useful word.
Yes, now let's talk about aunt and uncle.
Aunt and uncle.
Your aunt is usually your mother's sister or your father's sister.
My mother's sister is my aunt.
Yes, your uncle is usually your mother's brother or your father's brother.
My father's brother is my uncle.
Exactly. Now here comes a very important word, cousin.
Cousin.
Your cousin is the child of your aunt or uncle.
Wait, the child of my aunt or uncle is my cousin?
Yes. For example, your mother has a sister. That sister is your aunt. Your aunt has a son. That son is your cousin.
Oh, I understand. My aunt's son is my cousin.
Yes, and your aunt's daughter is also your cousin.
So cousin can be a boy or a girl.
Exactly. This is very important. In English, cousin can mean a male cousin or a female cousin.
That is easy. Cousin is cousin.
Yes, you can say, my cousin is funny, or my cousin lives near me, or I went shopping with my cousin.
I went shopping with my cousin.
Very natural. How about this? My cousin is like my best friend.
Beautiful sentence. My cousin is like my best friend. That sounds warm and natural.
I like it. Me too. Sometimes cousins are very close. They may grow up together. They may play together when they are children.
Yes, some cousins feel like brothers or sisters.
Exactly. You can say, my cousin is like a brother to me.
My cousin is like a brother to me.
Or, my cousin is like a sister to me.
My cousin is like a sister to me.
Very good. Now, let's learn two words that many learners mix up, nephew and niece.
Oh no, these are difficult.
They feel difficult at first, but the idea is simple. Your nephew is the son of your brother or sister.
My brother's son is my nephew?
Yes, your sister's son is also your nephew.
Okay, nephew is a boy.
Yes, nephew is a boy. Now, your niece is the daughter of your brother or sister.
My brother's daughter is my niece.
Yes, your sister's daughter is also your niece.
So niece is a girl.
Exactly. Nephew is a boy, niece is a girl.
Nephew, boy, niece, girl.
Yes, let's practice. My nephew is 5 years old.
My nephew is 5 years old.
My niece likes animals.
My niece likes animals.
Good. Now let's make the sentences warmer. My nephew is very active.
My nephew is very active.
Active means he moves a lot. He likes running, jumping, and playing.
Like a little rocket.
Exactly, a little rocket. Now, my niece is very sweet.
My niece is very sweet.
Sweet means kind, cute, or lovely.
That is a nice word.
Yes, you can say, my niece is very sweet. She always smiles at me.
My niece is very sweet. She always smiles at me.
Very natural. Now, Yang, let's check. What is cousin?
A cousin is the child of my aunt or uncle.
Perfect. What is nephew?
A nephew is the son of my brother or sister.
Great. What is niece?
A niece is the daughter of my brother or sister.
Excellent. And what are relatives?
Relatives are people in my family, not only mother, father, brother, and sister.
Wonderful. Now let's listen to a small story.
I like stories.
Me too. Here is the story. Last weekend, I visited my relatives. My aunt cooked lunch, my uncle made coffee, my cousin brought a cake, my nephew played with a toy car, and my niece showed me her drawing. Everyone talked and laughed. It was a simple day, but it was a very happy day.
That is warm.
Yes, family time does not have to be special. Sometimes we just eat together. We talk, we laugh, we listen. That is enough.
Can I try the story?
Of course.
Last weekend, I visited my relatives. My aunt cooked lunch, my uncle made coffee, my cousin brought a cake. My nephew played with a toy car, and my niece showed me her drawing. Everyone talked and laughed. It was a simple day, but it was a very happy day.
Very good, Yang. Your reading was warm.
Thank you. I can imagine the family.
Yes, that is the power of simple English. You do not need difficult words to tell a warm story.
Simple English can be powerful.
Exactly. Now, let's practice useful questions. When we talk about family, we often ask questions. For example, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
You can answer, yes, I have one brother, or yes, I have two sisters, or no, I'm an only child.
Only child means no brothers or sisters.
Yes, I'm an only child means I do not have brothers or sisters.
I see.
Another useful question is, do your relatives live near you?
Do your relatives live near you?
You can answer, yes, they live near me, or no, they live far away.
They live far away.
Far away means not close, maybe in another city, maybe in another country.
That can feel lonely.
Yes, sometimes. When people we love live far away, we may feel lonely, but we can still stay connected.
Connected.
Connected means we have a relationship. We are not together in the same place, but our hearts are still close.
That is beautiful.
For example, my relatives live far away, but we talk on video calls.
My relatives live far away, but we talk on video calls.
Very useful sentence. Another example, my niece lives far away, but I send her messages.
My niece lives far away, but I send her messages.
Good. Or, my nephew lives far away, but I visit him when I can.
My nephew lives far away, but I visit him when I can.
Excellent. Now let's talk about family in a natural conversation.
Okay.
Yang, do you have any cousins?
Yes, I do. I have 3 cousins. One cousin lives near me and 2 cousins live far away.
Nice. Do you see them often?
Not very often, but we send messages. Sometimes we have a video call.
That is good. Are you close to them?
Yes, one of my cousins is like a brother to me.
That is a lovely sentence. One of my cousins is like a brother to me.
Candy, do you have any nieces or nephews?
Yes, I have a niece. She is very sweet. She likes drawing and singing.
That sounds cute.
Yes, when I see her smile, I feel happy.
Family can give us a lot of feelings.
Yes, family can make us happy. Family can make us worried. Sometimes family can make us lonely too.
Lonely?
Yes, when we cannot see the people we love, we may feel lonely, but that feeling means we care.
So, loneliness can come from love.
Yes, sometimes it can. When we miss someone, it means that person is important to us.
That is true.
But we can make small bridges.
Small bridges.
Yes, a message can be a small bridge. A phone call can be a small bridge. A video call can be a small bridge. A photo can be a small bridge. Even one sentence can be a small bridge.
I like that. One sentence can be a small bridge.
For example, I miss you. I love you. I hope to see you soon.
I hope to see you soon.
Yes, that is simple and warm.
So, today's family words are not only words, they are words for connection.
Exactly. English is not only grammar, English is a tool for connection.
A tool for connection.
Yes, when you can say my cousin, my nephew, my niece, my relatives, you can talk about people you love.
That makes English warmer.
It does. Now let's review today's words.
Review time.
Number 1, relatives. Relatives are people in your family.
Example, I visited my relatives last weekend.
Good. Number 2, cousin. Your cousin is the child of your aunt or uncle.
Example, my cousin is like my best friend.
Wonderful. Number 3, nephew. Your nephew is the son of your brother or sister.
Example, my nephew is 5 years old.
Great. Number 4, niece. Your niece is the daughter of your brother or sister.
Example, my niece is very sweet.
Excellent. Number 5, only child. An only child has no brothers or sisters.
Example, I'm an only child.
Perfect. Now let's practice a short self-introduction about family. Yang, please listen and repeat.
Okay.
I have many relatives.
I have many relatives.
Some of them live near me.
Some of them live near me.
Some of them live far away.
Some of them live far away.
I have a cousin who is like a friend.
I have a cousin who is like a friend.
I love my family.
I love my family.
Beautiful. Now let's put it together.
I have many relatives. Some of them live near me. Some of them live far away. I have a cousin who is like a friend. I love my family.
Very good. That is simple, clear, and natural.
I feel happy. Now I can talk about family better.
That is the goal. You do not need perfect English. You need English that helps you connect with people.
I like that.
Before we finish, here is today's small message. Family can be near, family can be far away. Sometimes we can meet often, sometimes we cannot. But words can help us stay connected. A simple message, a short call, or one warm sentence can become a small bridge.
A small bridge between hearts.
Yes. So today, try one sentence. Send a message to someone in your family. You can write, I hope you are doing well. Or, I miss you. Or, I hope to see you soon.
Simple words can be warm.
Exactly. Thank you for listening to Candy English Podcast. If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the channel.
And please leave a comment. Tell us about your family. Do you have cousins? Do you have nieces or nephews?
We would love to hear from you. Keep learning, keep speaking, and remember, your English does not have to be perfect.
It just needs to connect your heart to someone else.
See you next time.
Bye.
Morning light is candy sweet, a little dream I sun-soaked morning sky.